Happy time zone, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between. Welcome back to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Great to have you with us on this Sunday. Today we continue our coverage of the Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup series with Game 3 of the quarterfinals matchup between Trey, Spyre and Vinter. Someone's going home, someone's going through to the semi-finals. It's going to be exciting to see what happens there. On track and duties tonight we have Daruk, and without further ado, I will leave you in the capable hands of our commentary team, Amaris and Adalor.
Hello everyone. Thank you for the intro, Psychonaut. We will handle it from here. I'm Adler, and with me in the booth today is Amarith. How are you doing this morning?
I am doing well. I am waiting for a really good match out of these two, hopefully.
Yep, Game 3, these two have been duking it out in 2 games so far, and they've got some inverted keys action for their Game 3 matchup, so we're going to buckle up for probably what's one of the most interesting mode in this tournament format. The inverted key sanity with the starting activated flute, which makes it particularly interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people were very iffy about it once they changed it from the mode from just inverted to inverted with the flute start. It's really kind of grown on people and become actually kind of a sort of favorite mode. It's been really interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. You've got such options immediately, like going straight to Mire Shed. You've got one check-in pod available. Pyramids and Logic. Catfish is just a glove away. You can go right up the mountain and play Dodge the Lionel. There's a lot of early fun to be had.
I mean, who doesn't want to go up to Super Bunny as their first check on 3 Hearts Green Mail and get past Lionels?
I mean, you do it right. You only take 2
sounds
worth
like
of
the most
damage.
fun.
You get through there every time. Just 2 hearts of damage. What could go wrong?
Damage boost, get yourself an early hook shot, and then feel good for the rest of the seed.
Exactly. We're about 30 seconds out from actually getting going here, and then we will get to see exactly which opening options these two take. I'm personally a fan of going straight to Mire Shed because it's like the 2 fast items, and then maybe you get something that tells you where to go from there.
Check. Get the medallion check too doing that. And just a quick recap for those of you watching, because this is Game 3. Game 1 was taken by Vinter when the two of them were playing the Tournament Hard mode, and Game 2, which was yesterday, was taken by Trey Spyre, where they were playing Words. What was the mode?
It was open keys.
The open keys.
Right, and we're off. Simultaneous heart piece grabs in the house. Trey is going to go to... They're both going to 3? Yeah, they're both going to 3. Okay, no. Well, I mean, you can go to the same place. That's fine.
And Vinter encountering that weird bug that I've noticed with the inverted flute seeds now. You actually can't grab the Thieves' Town door until the bird has finished its animation off the screen, or at least finished, like, the sound effect.
Interesting. I had not noticed that.
Yeah, it's a weird little, just, like, quirk of, like, the games, like... I don't know if it's a sound effect thing related or what, but it just will not. And that's Ice Rod. Neat. Boy, they're but just kind of lockstep with each other.
Yeah, early Ice Rod makes you wonder what TR is going to be.
Especially with this being inverted and having just such easy access to get into Trinix.
Yeah, assuming you have access to the Light World, east side of the Light World Mountain, and a mirror, every exit of entrance of TR is available to you. There's a glove, alright.
Alright, at least we're getting items early. It's not like one of those weird stingy seats where you're looking at it's like, okay, game, can I have an item, please?
Okay, so first 4 are thieves. Of course, we dip in here for 4, and then we bail out because we have no big key. Bottle, Ice Rod, and Glove. Interesting start. Well, there's that glove that says we can now go to Catfish.
Catfish is in Logic now.
Given a hook shot, we could see some more alerted going up on the mountain and getting 6 items.
Yep, Vinter going off to check the Mire Shed. Do like this. Trey's going to finish out running around Village of Outcasts a little bit, see what's floating around in the Village of Thieves. Vinter going to have to be a little bit careful of that Murderdactyl because they can be a little bit weird sometimes, and they'll get you when you least expect it. And that was Ether on Mire.
All right, first of our many keys. There's a Mire small in an appropriate place.
I was waiting for Mire big to be right next to it, just as sort of just like a goof.
And Trey is actually taking that glove and saying, "You know what? Let's go to Catfish. Let's see what the early glove might take us to."
Oh, was Trey pulling one out of my book and just going to Catfish?
Maybe so. Vinter gets lucky on the 50-50 bomb there and gets one. Gets both of them. Nice luck on the bomb drops there.
Catfish today has a key to Turtle Rock. Probably gonna need at least a couple of those.
You like to have two, basically. Two is pretty comfy in this mode because you can walk backwards through a couple of the key doors and not need to open them.
Now, I can't remember in Inverted, if you happen to know, is the logic still that you are supposed to need 4 keys for Trinex, or...?
I believe, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still 4-key locked for Trinex and the lava chest, and I think everything else, assuming you have Samaria, is... or the other items that you need to get around, like, is 0 locked, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, it still basically follows, like, the normal PR key logic, then it's not anything, like, strange or weird, probably.
Yeah, because if you can access the Trinex, that door, you can definitely spend keys elsewhere. And like I said, you can choose to walk forwards through doors you've already walked backwards through and spend keys unwisely. And the logic says, well, I need to make sure you don't soft lock yourself. So
Trey making a quick bomb farm on those skulls over here where Bonkrucks are in the light world. Really nice knowledge knowing that there's 5 skulls here that have 50-50 bombs. Meanwhile, Vinter is giving the arrow game a shot.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of money requirement for early inverted. You're going to need about 220 rupees, something like that. Yeah, 110 for pod, 80 for dig game, 30 for chest game. There's just some money you got to spend. Normally in not inverted, you have enough money by the time you get in Dark World. Usually you don't have to worry about archery, but in this case, you usually got to play a round or two.
Yeah, and a 300 is nice. And a hammer. Oh, hello, almost light world access already at 4.5 minutes.
Not to
I
mention
wouldn't rate that too bad of a hype cave.
Yeah, and the Hera is small, so whenever we've got access to get up to Hera, which is a harder dungeon to get to in inverted, we will have the small key for the basement. Oh joy!
Trey, where are you going? Didn't you already go in here?
Vinter did Meyer shed.
Okay, I must be losing my mind. I thought I saw him go in.
No, that was just Vinter. They've done a little bit of splitting right after the Thieves Town 4. Yep, Glove and Hammer, we are just now hunting for a pearl to get us into Light World access, which usually doesn't take too long to pop up in Inverted. The Inverted itself, like, unless you get some, especially in keys, unless you get like enough keys to start putting certain dungeon checks in logic, usually the pearl's not too late to pop up.
Okay, I was a little bit concerned thinking that Trey was going to be going to pod here, but looks like he's going checking Pyramid Ledge. Vinter getting his hammer out of Hype Cave. So I was actually going to say, I don't really think I mind a quick dip into pod here, especially with having the money. And they have a bottle, so if they could grab a potion real quick, either from like Hylia's shop, or even from Village of Outcasts, the Peg House has a red potion in it. You could do push and camera unlock and at least get the bow lock side.
Yeah, you've got 2 options for acquiring potions. Well, there's a shield. Trey will most certainly not be getting that.
Absolutely not.
Trey is all too happy to see visible shields so that he can skip them.
I don't blame him. The fire shield is my favorite.
Vinter's now going to get into the front of Skull Woods. I missed a shovel on a chest game there, so they both have that now, I believe.
I'm not sure if Vinter did chess game. I know he did dig game and he did arrow. I didn't see him physically go to the chess game.
I guess I'll watch for his quick swap if he goes through it. I think he got it, but I'm reasonably sure. Chat says he did. So I'm willing to believe chat.
I'm usually willing to believe chat. Like, chat's good, but sometimes, you scare me sometimes, chat. Not gonna lie.
Okay, we have the flute anyway. We'll never see it in the quick swap, so I'm gonna trust chat. I think they're right.
Yeah, Vinter making some really good use of that ice rod, freezing the Gibdos there. Good heads up knowledge that you can in fact do that and get them to just not be annoying for you.
It's nice because they stay frozen too. It's not like stunning them with the boomerang where they break out of it soon enough and then they move at like double speed for whatever reason. They just stay frozen. It's nice.
Because they're angry. You hit them with a giant wooden stick and they went, ow.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Oh, got hit by the spike.
And by all accounts, lost the bomb as well, because the bomb didn't finish going off to break the wall.
Yeah. I'll be a little tighter on magic. I mean, if you can't lift it early. Now there's not enough, so there's too many sprites in this tile. So you lift that pot early to try to get the magic under it. You will not get it without killing a couple things.
Well, I actually didn't know that, but that does actually make sense, though.
Yeah, this super tile is loaded with sprites. It's the same reason as why if you haven't killed anything on this tile, the Wallmaster will not spawn, because the tile is at its sprite limit until you deal with some of it.
Yeah, I never thought about that in regard to trying to get the magic. So Trey picking up a potion looks like he might be thinking about that quick dip into pod. There isn't a lot really left in logic aside from the really bad feeling play of just going up the mountain and trying to get past the Lionels. Ideally, you'd want like one more heart for that if you could help it.
Yeah. We found the castle small key there, so whenever we get into Light World and we're doing castle things, that puts the checks there in logic. Assuming we have like a lamp or fire rod, also put the Dark Cross in logic.
Oh, but by the time we have Light World access, I'm sure we'll have fire source of some sort, right?
Yeah, probably.
In this game, yeah, hopefully. There'll be something else silly that we're looking for, I'm sure.
If Trey's headed over to pod, yeah, we did see him buy a potion, so he is ready to do the camera unlock and prepared to pick up 3 items in here, as opposed to the only one that is logically available. We've seen a lot of first check pod shenanigans here with like something important being in shooter rooms. We'll have to see what's here. I mean, it is a Sphere 1 location, so it's entirely possible.
Yeah, that and the fill just, I don't know what it is with the current version we're in, 31, right? We're around 31? Version 31 just likes to seem to put things in pod for whatever reason. I don't know why.
That first check is just a small key to Skull Woods, not terribly exciting. We do need 3 of those logically to get to the boss, but it's not what you want to see right now. It's not helpful. I mean, if you can go to Skull and route the dungeon a little more efficiently, but it doesn't change your access to things.
Yeah, so where's Vinter going? Looks like he's following. He's probably going Catfish, okay. I was gonna say, I didn't know if he was gonna stop and grab a potion and go the pod route as well, or...
Gonna go snag that TR small, and then, again, have to make a decision on where to go. None of these two have gone up the mountain yet, played Dodge the Lionel. Trey's prepared for the unlock. Move left while using a potion. Do not touch right while doing this. You get scooted automatically into the door, and you get to drag those mimics off screen. Game says, oh, they're dead because they're off screen. Here's the door open. Thanks.
I can't see any enemies, therefore they're dead. Okay, have fun. I would like to see a funny version of like a ROM hack, like like how they have Gerudo Exile and all that, where you go to do something similar to Potion Camera Unlock because you think, oh hey, I could do that, and then the enemies come back on screen and the door closes, just to kind of trick you out.
That would be entertaining, yeah. We've got a Burna and a map of Eastern. Well, not a whole lot over here exciting. I mean, that Burna with Glove Hammer, actually, that's Spike Cave access.
Burna is interesting, so that means Spike Cave is behind the bow. Now, me being as paranoid as I am about Spike Cave, I would be willing to check that on the sooner rather than later, but that's just because I have a paranoia for that check.
Trey's going to walk a little bit more. Yeah, because we can also get Arena Bridge and the Stalfos basement, so you may as well grab them while you're here in case there's something interesting locked behind one pod small or a bow.
Oh, Vinter, run, that skull's trying to get you. Vinter taking use of a hot topic of controversy of some people in inverted mode here, with the holding the bush over the head while having the old man.
It doesn't.
A lot of people say that it doesn't.
It's been proven that it doesn't.
Yeah, so one of those interesting little things is like how news can just be slightly incorrect in the community sometimes and just doesn't seem to spread fast enough that it's like, oh hey, this is wrong.
What's interesting though is that if you have super speed active while you're going up the manual stairs, you actually move at like 2 frames instead of 1 per, or 2 pixels instead of 1 per frame. But only while the old man is following you. It's really weird. We got a second bottle, old man.
And Trey is hoping to make it up to Spec Rock.
Yeah, just don't take one more rock to everything. And, ooh, look out! Oh,
they're certainly trying.
They're trying it. This Death Mountain is attempting to live up to its name, and he's okay. Got a small key on top. We'll be able to get to that once we have access to East Mountain and therefore access to Hera because we have the hammer.
That's a big key there. I wouldn't be too surprised to see that actually being like the Thieves Town big key for, whatever reason.
Yeah, Thieves Big would be a good candidate for early inverted. Watch it just be like, I don't know, Ice Big. Or GT Big. I mean, we might like to have that for later, yeah, sure.
Might just need that key, just a little teeny bit.
It's good to know you won't have to hunt for that later at least, because we do still need to climb GT once we have all 7 crystals.
Yeah, so checks are starting to get a little bit skinny here. I think there's really just like the Agate Tower first chest left and Super Bunny, really.
Yeah, which we're going to see Vinter heading for those. Trey will be on his heels shortly after doing his Spec Rock check. Yeah, we've got 1 available in Agate Tower. We've got 2 in Super Bunny, and we can check the TR medallion while we're over there because you may as well, in case that becomes a thing you have to do later. Yeah, we are looking pretty thin, yeah. At least you have a hammer for these guards, so killing them isn't a big deal. Do you know they have half the stun duration from the boomerang compared to normal enemies?
Yeah, but hey, at least you get something out of the stun from them. Ooh, I got excited the moment we passed over the B. I thought we were going to get some B strats.
Well, it's just a heart piece.
Just a heart.
We're looking for Super Bunny. Now let's go dodge some Lionels.
Yeah, because of course this will be the thing in logic and the thing that actually gives us the progression, right? Now, if I'm not mistaken, you want to try to either get hit by the beam or make it such that you hit yourself on your own bomb trying to get past the Lionels, because a body shot on green mail does 4 hearts.
Yeah, you don't want to touch the Lionel. Yeah, but taking a projectile will be, I believe, 2 on green. Yeah, Vinter opts for the hold up a bomb strat and use that for iframes, which is another solid option. TR is Quake. Oh, we have vanilla medallions today. Okay.
Just normal rando things.
We just expect this to happen. Yeah. He's got his heart piece, and we'll get our last 2 checks. First, we know what's logically available from Vinter here in Super Bunny. Okay, heart piece and the fire rod. We're going to Skull.
Yep, very specifically the British chest and skull is gonna probably be what we're looking at.
Yep, the back is not logical until we have all 3 small keys and also a sword because we cannot cut the buttons.
Might kind of want that. Like I sounded smart there, saying, "Yeah, we want to go straight for the British chest."
It looks like Vinter's gonna make the pod play though. He's probably buying a potion here for unlocking, or he's buying a blue potion for the back of Skull security. I mean, you're not going to fight Moth, so.
Yeah, because I'm not. I don't think we're gonna find a sword under the bridge. Well, we're probably finding Moon Pearl or something that leads directly to Moon Pearl. What are you kind of feeling?
Yeah. Oh god, we have literally 1 check in logic. I think
Just like what could it be if it's not Moon Pearl?
It can't be Ether Medallion. So we don't have access to Mire. We can go to Ice too with Fire Rod. No, we need flippers. I want flippers for Ice access.
So we're looking really at Flippers and Ice and or Moon Pearl. Did Trey play Dodge the Lionel? I didn't see.
I don't think he did. Our tracker doesn't say he did, so he might be going into school without the fire up, which will be inconvenient for him.
Yeah, he'll be probably at least a little bit upset that he's checking all this right now, and then he'll go check Super Bunny and be like, well, now I gotta be right back.
So Vinter's going to be making the same play into pod here, getting a whole lot of... Not a lot. I mean, the Burna does make Spike Cave an option, but yeah. That's playing ahead in the logic game, because we know that's bow locked.
Yeah, and that also does make me realize Trey's trip into the Dodge the Line will actually be a little bit better, because he'll be going up there with Burna and can do that instead of a bomb.
He already had Burna. He could have just used it.
Yeah, but I mean for when he does go to do it.
Yeah.
Chat lamenting a little bit of the rotation of MSUs that Trey is using. Trey is using what is called a shuffler on the MSU that just shuffles between several MSUs. And one of the most high quality MSU rips came on for a little bit there. Everyone's favorite high quality rip artist. Yeah, shout out to Krelbo for working on the shuffler, making that a fun little thing that people can do for if you just can't get enough of wanting to hear multiple MSUs. Shuffler is definitely a fun option.
Yeah, I like it. It's good for when I just can't decide if I want to pick one in particular. I'm just like, just mix them all up. It's better that way. It's easier.
I'll play between 2, I'll play between 10. I'll just mix every single, all 400 and some odd MSUs. Growlbell.
I doubt he's awake. He's at GDQ. He's probably still sleeping.
Well,
knowing Krelbo, he'll nap into the afternoon, probably.
There's so many games that done quick this week. Trey pulling out that Burna. I'm curious if he jumps into Spike Cave or just goes straight to scoop past the Lionels, because Spike Cave, while it's not technically in logic yet because of the whole bow thing, is meant to be in logic with Burna. You're meant to be able to do it on 3 hearts and Burna, and that's it. The game really expects a lot out of you to be with that Burna, because it just lasts so long.
Yep, Trey's gonna have just barely enough here. Oh god. Yep, just barely. Oh, he didn't have it. He was slightly too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you hard reset that. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's one of the other silly things about the logic too. If you think about it, the game will expect you to do 3 hearts Burna to get through Spike Cave, but it imagines that you'll get lost in Dark Maze forever.
Mm-hmm.
And Trey has pulled out the Anger Bee.
Understandable. Ideally, he gets 1 heart from these bushes here, and then that basically gives...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 4 hearts is a lot better than 3 for doing this with Burna. No half magic.
Yeah, especially when you're on 3, you have to be really tight with your corners.
There you go. No bug net for catching that, but 4 is plenty compared to 3 here, yeah.
And I was gonna say, and also better to use your Burna early instead of having it on the last heart. Gives you just a little bit more time.
Alright, what do we got?
Just barely made it for a heart piece.
Nope. It's definitely not a bow that's gonna give it. We're not gonna get a bow in Bridge Chest of Skull. Yeah, it's gonna be like Pearl or Flippers at this point, pretty much, because I don't think we get much else that gives us any access anywhere. It can't be Medallion because we don't have a sword to use it.
Also, more shoutouts to MSUs. This Mad Rat Dead MSU is such a banger.
Could be an Aga Tower small to make it come back up. No, that's not in logic. No, what about lamp?
Nope, we need the lamp.
Yeah. It's probably just
I think we're
Pearl
pretty
or
spot
Flippers.
on.
Yeah.
Pearl, like it has to be Pearl or Flippers. Like there's nothing else really it can be. Except maybe Hookshot. Then you right back up the mountain and go past the Lionels again.
Yeah, Hookshot could be it, yeah. Which would be the seed being funny, making us go up and down and up and down and up. Oh, there's a
How many
mid.
trips up the mountain? How many trips up the mountain would you like to make today? Mitts. That's
the spicy option. I was thinking like, okay, maybe it's mitts and we've got something weird going on, but like
So Mitts is definitely a send you back to the mountain. Or desert here, actually thinking about it, yeah. What can you do from jumping down the desert ledge?
you can walk to Kakariko and talk to Bottle Vendor. You can also get an item of Uncle.
I was gonna say everyone's favorite adventure of Bunny Link.
So this very well could be bunny walking for Pearl, which Inverted does this sometimes. Yeah, I was trying to think like what would Mitt give us, but yeah, with Flute and Mitt, we get to use the desert portal and then do this long walk. Vinter might opt to top up a bomb shop to see what some crystals are, maybe, but even if not, we can still walk to Bottle Vendor, walk to Uncle. He's gonna take that information. Yeah.
I was trying to think if there was anything useful that we could get out of going to Death Mountain with the mitts and getting under there, but I don't think there is.
We have red crystals at Swamp and Thieves.
Okay, at least two of the dungeons that you want to see as crystals are crystals.
Yeah, those are nice dungeons to have be required.
Means that at least somewhere you'll see a hook shot.
So you can look at the K45 item, but you can't touch it. Oh, good. Trey's gonna be so happy. 2 visible shields for Trey to not touch. That's good. I like it. What's Trey up to here? Interesting to look at library. Ooh, lamp on library. All right, then.
That's some logical implications, and good to know about all these dark rooms. So now all dark rooms are behind boot. Yeah, that's right. We can also turn into a sick kid.
Yeah, also an NPC we can interact with and get Big 20.
Yeah, Big 20. And that is a sword from Bottle Vendor. Trey, where are you going? You've already been here.
Yeah, we can fight Moth assuming we have all the skulls. He's getting a magic refill apparently. Yeah. All right, Cackwell. Pod. This is out of logic, but we have a Pod Small, a Cana Samaria. Okay. All right, Vinter, what's next here?
You might be thinking going and playing the Moth. That's not quite in logic because of things.
Hammer pegs is an option here.
Oh, blacksmith. No, yes.
Yeah, do hammer pegs first. Hammer pegs is actually in logic here. You've got 2 gloves and a hammer. Trey's walking to, oh god, the island. What if it's up here? There's a small key on there. What's this? Castle Tower. Well, we need the lamp for that, logically. I wonder if Trey does it anyway.
Doesn't look like it. Hey, there's our Moon Pearl. So now stuff can start getting done.
Moon Pearl and Hammer Pegs. Yep, that's nothing. Not really tricky. Then you don't have to do any bunny walking for this one. Just go to Hammer Pegs.
Yeah, grab the Smith along the way just because, why not get that free check out of the way?
Now with Pearl, we have access to every Rock World portal we could ever want, so we can go back to 3 and just use the village portal. And now we'll get into, very shortly, have all the checks in Kakariko proper. Pretty much the first thing you probably do when you have Light World access and Inverted is go to CAC and get all those items. Unless you're Trey.
Then they'll be like, I want to go to Eastern.
Yes, we are going to continue to goof on Trey. It is what we are here to do.
We told him we would.
He's got his red crystal information as well. Good to have when your maps are shuffled. You haven't seen a lot of maps yet, and we have a few maps, but neither of these have actually checked them yet.
No, we've not actually gotten a map check, so...
Speaking of maps... One for Hera.
I think we have all the Light World maps.
Do we? No, we're missing Desert. We have a Crystal on Hera and Green Pennant Eastern. Imagine that. Yeah, what was I going to say? My train of thought just completely derailed.
Well,
about maps.
I just had to go into... Yeah, I was going to say, I had to go into think mode for a minute because I think that's the third game with these two that they've had a Green Pennant Eastern. I know the first game was. I want to say yesterday's game as well had Green Pennant Eastern.
Have they had GP Eastern every game in this set? That's goofy.
I think they did.
Blinds Out has a Skull Small. Logical implications there once you have all 3 again. Moths and Logic. And
the powder. Okay.
Well,
just give us more
about
Kakariko checks, please.
Yeah, while we're in the area, you can now check Magic Bat, yeah. Drop into Kakwo and get that last item here that was left there. Because while Super Bunny State lets you open chests, it does not let you use Y items, except for the book and the mirror and potions. Trey's thinking about it. Trey, you can't do anything in here. Trey, you can't do anything in here. Unless Super Bunny State still, you can walk him with it. Oh, you can walk him with it. Never mind. He had Super Bunny. Oh, because from the bottle vendor, right? Okay. I forgot he talked bottle vendor. I was like, oh yeah. Then as long as you're careful not to break Super Bunny State, you can actually still bring it inside. Yeah. Checking out as a big key to TR. Yeah. Okay. And we're just about done with Kakariko. We're going to back a tavern. Full heart. You don't mind seeing those. We're mostly out of the territory of having to do early stuff in Inverted, but you still like to see those hearts, just in case you get shoved back into like Ice Palace or something.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like Blue Mail showing up would be nice, or... Looks like Trey is heading over to Hammer Pegs, hopefully, and gonna be getting that Moon Pearl.
Just spotted his big 20 on race. I thought he already looked at that. Maybe he forgot. He wanted to double check it, or didn't mark it off.
He was going to, and then he decided to go to the library and like, I'll check it later. I'm knowing that he was going to be coming down and doing the dig spot, so...
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Ooh.
And that's mirror.
Well, that's a little bit important. You know, swamps are crystals, so that is hard required.
Because dig spot is one of those checks that's just like... It's not a really fun check to get to in normal game. In Inverted, it's even worse.
Yeah, mirror does a lot for us. So in inverted, you love to see a mirror. It just really improves your running potential. And again, if you have to do anything in TR, you really want to have that mirror and light mountain access so that you can just access any entrance you want. You can go straight to if you're in go mode, like TR is fantastic with mirror. You can just go straight to Laser Bridge. If you're not in go mode, you still just go straight to Laser Bridge and get 4 checks. You know.
Yeah. So, Addy, how do you feel about Seven Hearts Green Male Fighter Sword Trinex?
No.
No, you don't want to jump right into it?
No.
I think it sounds like a fun prospect.
No. I said no. Trey has 37 rupees. You'll pick up that big 20.
Yeah, still need a bit more money in the seed. Still may eventually have to go pay the fish.
Small key at the hideout. What do we have? There's our last skull small. Moth's in logic.
Hooray! Maybe that's what our sword is for.
Saying that as if a sword only has one purpose, for getting to Moth.
I mean, what else would you need a sword for?
I don't know. Maybe hurting some big evil thing that's threatening the destruction of Hyrule. Maybe.
No, you don't use a sword for that. You use bacon.
All right, bacon. I don't have any bacon. There's no bacon in the fridge. I can't help you there.
I'll send you some. I got some extra.
Purple chest, big 20. Nothing exciting there. Now we're going to head over to the dam checks and probably head over towards Mini Mold Armor Cave, Ice Rod Cave. Ice Rod Cave is one of those checks in Inverted that's just like, it's way out of the way. You pretty much like do it. It's one of those checks you can easily write off until maybe never. Or at least when you have boots or something. TR small in the dam chest.
It's one of those normally bad checks and then suddenly made worse by being inverted.
Trace, they went walking to the Sank chest, but you do have a glove, so you can actually take the walk from the back. And a Mire small is our flooded treasure. Mire small is also one of those keys. You like to have one before you go in the dungeon because it lets you route it really nicely, but you don't really need them. Ooh, second sword in Graveledge.
Always happy to see that second swingy.
Yeah. Yeah, Mire Smalls, the game wants you to have all 3 logically to access like the left side items, but yeah, you can get away with not needing them. They're nice. They're just nice to have, but not exciting. Another sword in Mini Mold Arm.
We'll be untempered before we know it.
Yeah, at least for yeah, I mean it's Graveledge is a lot easier to get to in Inverted because you're probably at some point going to go up for Back of Escape because it's 3 items and then the 4th chest and Sank. And then Graveledge is right there. It's just accessible. It's one of those terrain changes in Inverted. You could just walk up to it. So I can't imagine Graveledge is left hanging for Vinter. And then also on Trey's, Mini Mold Arm Cave, there's 5 items down there. You're going to be, and then 2 more at the dam. You're going to be down there at some point, just because item density.
Mm-hmm. A little surprised at that routing on Trey's side. You might not have been thinking about it, but I personally would have gone and done a Houlihan, and then jumped out at well, actually, I can't remember. In Inverted, do you jump out at the pyramid or do you jump out at the house?
It's a house, yeah. You still pop. I'm pretty sure you still pop out at house. Oh, actually, no. No, you're right. It is at pyramid. Now that I'm thinking about it, I've had that happen recently where I'm like, oh yeah, Houlihan kicks out at pyramid, and it's interesting because that entrance is actually covered by hammer pegs. So that you can't possibly use a Houlihan to get access to East Dark World early. I've been doing a little more money farming to get to 500 for Zora, and so we're going to see some fake flipper action here. And just a blue rupee at Agina. Nothing exciting there.
Just stealing an old man's poor little, not even his retirement fund. Just to spend in cash.
Vinter's a fan of the bomb setup to push against the transition for fake flippering. He'll get
I mean, hey, if
look
you want a
at
guaranteed way to get it done, right?
And there's a piece of heart. We can skip that. Be a little bit cautious with the Zora there, understandably. You don't want to get hit while you're fake flippering. Is Trey doing Agatar? No, he's let's see. Yeah, he's gonna do Agatar Dark Maze. Out of logic with that lamp, but you know, you have the key for it, and with fire on it's not too bad. Let's see what our free bottle or refill is here in Waterfall. Free fairies, okay. Well, with Mirror, it's not so bad. You don't have to worry about ditching it for death warping.
And an extra 300 in there, so that extra bit of farming not required. Always good to find out after the fact, because that's how it always works.
Yeah. You never really try to count on Waterfall for money, though, because when you do intentionally do it, it doesn't work out. That's just how random it is.
Yeah, it knew you farmed, so it was just like, okay, we're gonna just hurt you like that.
Another big 20 in Agatar Dark Maze chest. So Trey is still on the hunt for whatever else is next for him.
He looks like he's gonna do East Death Mountain.
Pretty reasonable. There's a good amount of density over there. You got like Paradox and whatnot. And Zora just is a bundle of sticks. I didn't pay attention to what was on the ledge, but Vinter
Nope,
is
I
out
missed
of
it too. We did have Methods that was Splashly, but that's one of those ones that's like they're the harder ones that not as many people know how to do.
Yeah, I think you can do some stuff with like Samaria and Red Boomerang and bombs, but don't ask me the exact setup for that. I don't know.
There's that one. You can do double ice rod shot and make it like there's a couple of options. They're a lot more technical, specific, more difficult in general just to perform. Vinter right behind Trey here, going checking the East Death Mountain.
Apparently, Vinter picked up Thievestown Big, or not TR Big, so I missed that one, but that's good to have.
He got
that was Chicken Hut, wasn't it? Yeah, and I didn't mark what that location was. Yeah, okay.
Trey did the partial cack skip, I believe. Unfortunately, we'll hopefully remember to head back to those locations.
Yeah, he'll get there eventually. By a way of being forced there. Spotted the small key on top of Speck a while ago. Let's see what it actually is. Thievestown Small. That's good to have for later when you're clearing thieves.
And Vinter's going to Turtle Rock.
Taking that option, like I said earlier, if you've got a mirror and East Mountain access, go into TR or Laser Bridge, get 4 items. We start with flippers.
Ooh, turned off that burner just a little bit too early.
He has 2 fairies though, so you're actually just fine here. There's a big key to Hera. Okay. Both are Hera keys now known. Trey's gonna go right for the basement and check this out. Boots.
That's kind of important.
Yeah, logically we do need those for our lamp on library, of course. And Vinter is interested in fighting a Trinex. We do see on his HUD that we do have that little indicator says it's a crystal.
Yeah, so definitely want to clear it up when you can. Though having mirror and such like that, I probably would have gone for grabbing Crystal Roller chest first.
Yeah, it's now Crystal.
But that's just me.
Yeah. I mean, you can get to it easily enough. Just go backwards through the dark room and then mirror back to the bottom. If only Trey hadn't skipped the Kakure, he would have his mirror and be able to not have to death warp.
I mean, I wouldn't consider Dig Game the CAC area, but yeah.
It's around Kakariko. It's close enough. It's a thing you do while you're in CAC.
Kakariko-ish.
Hammer Trinex being a fight. You kind of, I don't know. Hammer has a terrible hitbox. You have to be really careful hitting the heads with it. But if you can manage it, it does do temper damage. You don't have to need too much magic.
You just gotta be patient with it.
After having finished his Hera dip, we'll be heading through Spiral Cave. Starting Light Mountain Inverted is interesting because you can make 2 of these drops, one for Spiral, like usual, and then another one for Mimic Ledge. There's Meyer Big on Trinex.
Boy, now we're just getting all the big keys.
We actually we have access to that now as soon as Ether Medallion comes up, because we can bonk across to get actually into Meyer. This is pretty typical TR routing and inverted. You just go fight the boss and get kicked out at the top, and then you can go right back in without needing the medallion because the door is just open at that point. And you can go for these checks here. Trey getting into Paradox now, where we got 7 items to get. There's a book.
That very hard required item to get into Desert.
Yep, that's the only way in inverted. Small key to Desert. Speaking of Desert, yeah.
Single arrow through the heart.
Small key to GT. We want like a couple of those basically for climbing, and that's about it. All right, well, book and Desert small in Paradox. That's interesting pointer that could be saying, hey, go check out Desert. We got a TR small in Crystal Roller. Okay, sure.
When isn't there a TR small in Crystal Roller? In fact, I think just yesterday these two had a TR small in Crystal Roller. Maybe. I don't know. I'm probably mixing up seeds.
That wouldn't surprise me, honestly. We have been playing the same game for all three games in the set. We may as well just have it be the same, rando. Just put the items in the same spots. Trey's going to take that book and immediately walk over and see what's on Ether Tablet. Ooh, hello, bow. That's a big find.
Yeah, very nice for Trey, but I can't imagine Vinter skipping out on that for too long the way that he's heading. Because with the mirror, he's headed for a pretty efficient mountain clear, I'd say.
Trey does a quick map check and spots a crystal at Desert. Yeah, that bow will probably, unfortunately, push Trey farther away from getting mirror and therefore boots and flippers. But it's nice to have. The Mimic Cave is just a big 20, so Vinter's going to get into Crystal Roller and get a Compass. We don't care about those because we don't have bosses shuffled. We don't care. They're nice for viewers to see how many items are in the dungeon, but that's about it. Yeah, Trey is going to go to Desert. I like this play. You get a book and your small key, go for it. The only hesitation you might have is boots for knocking out whatever's on the torch. Oh, you did see that mushroom earlier, too. Curious.
No, I never noticed. It must have grew a little bit bigger this time.
Oh, careful there, Vinter. Getting into lava chest here. Big 20.
Alright, so just the chain chomp chest in here. I think Crystal Roller, did we head that way already?
Yeah, we got a nothing out of Crystal Roller. It was a Compass, what we were talking about, yeah. Right side Desert has 2 checks for us. One is a Compass of Eastern.
In the Compass chest game. We're a little bit silly, but okay.
Yeah. Well, there's our Ether Medallion for opening the Mire entrance. Weirdly appropriate spot for it, but Trey's still, again, lacking a mirror. We'll have to do another save and quit and flute to get to that. Vinter is now chasing his density in Paradox Cave. Big key to Eastern. Well, we got 2 Eastern items in Desert.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that big key to Eastern will end up pushing Desert just because, or to Eastern, because we got the bow. We now have the big key. Like,
yeah, Eastern's full clearable. I mean, it is a green pendant, but it's 7 items worth of value. 10 in Saw, if you can, 10 with Saw's Closet. So there's a fair amount of density over there. You could also make an argument for after doing that, walking to turn in that mushroom. So yeah.
Yeah, though I think it looks like Trey's going to continue on this. We'll probably continue on the south route here. Do the damn checks. Do mini Moldarm Cave and get a tempered sword out of it.
Yeah, he'll get and the Bombos tablet. This is new here too. Another one of those inverted changes. You can't mirror to it, so you just get a ladder to walk up. That's another small key to pod. Is that our first pod small, actually? Yeah.
It's either our first or our second, I think. So.
Oh, second. Okay, I missed one somewhere. Oh, it was in Cackwell. Okay, yeah.
Now, Trey, do you go up into Dig Spot from here? No. Okay, got it.
Cool. We should. We're gonna try our hardest to influence him in that direction.
Channel our energy into the decision making of one Trey and Spyre 10 minutes prior.
Shove your energy into the past somehow.
No. There's a link to the past.
Energy link to the past.
Something like that. Vinter getting their goodies out of the front of Hera.
Yeah, and Vinter also having the Hera big is able to do this climb.
Where was that? Is that coming up here in Mini Moldarm Cave, I think?
I don't think it was here. I'm looking for it. I have it somewhere. I'm pretty sure I saw him get it. Maybe not. Maybe I did miss him picking that up. Another Mire Small in the Hera Compass chest. Trey has got his tempered sword. Oh, TR had the Hera big as well. Okay, I missed that one. All right. And Trey, of course, lacking mirror, has not much incentive to actually go to Turtle Rock. And Vinter is attempting to use the shovel on Moldarm. Not sure if that's a valid battle tactic here, but props for doing
just deciding to
trying for science. Yeah.
Can you dig it? And the answer is, in fact, no. The worm cannot dig it. Cannot hold a shovel.
50 rupees and a crystal. That's what we get. There's Trey's TT Big and Ice Rod Cave. At any point, they can basically decide they want to clear Thieves Town, and we do know that's an objective dungeon, so pretty much whenever, considering you can flute directly to 3 and you are on the doorstep of Thieves Town, so just whenever you want to do it, go clear an objective dungeon. I guess maybe you'd like to go mode that because you don't have to go to the back and spend time there, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, you still have to spend some time in the back, but it would be a bit of a more speedy trip.
Yeah, just being able to skip 1 or 2 checks here, not having to go to big chest would be nice.
Trey's going to swim up to check what the camper under the bridge has for us. Vinter skipped this one earlier, opting to save his water walk for just go straight to Zora. Or you didn't have a water walk, no, just the fake flipper. Just the compass. He was right to skip it. Vinter's on his way up to use the village portal again. Chas asked him about the flippers. They are on Laser Bridge along with the boots. And the mirror that Trey does not have is at the flute spot. You need that shovel to dig it up.
We're also pointing out for us that Vinter did skip the bonk chest in Hookshot Cave. And so just sort of leaving that for when we hopefully eventually find a hookshot in the seed.
We know we need it. Swamps of crystal, so we're going to need that before GT, so you don't have to worry about climbing GT without it.
Just always one of those scary things of, is it going to be that scene where hookshot is in the bonk chest?
I love bonk shot. Every time it happens, I just laugh because it's glorious.
It's silly. Ah, it was a key on there.
Was it game one of this set that had a bonk shot and I called it and we were all laughing about it? Was it this set or was it a different set?
It sounds like it was probably this set that tracks. Either that or it was in my set versus Trey, but
maybe it was you versus Trey. I think actually no, it was you versus Trey. One of your games had a bonk shot and I called it when we were having a watch party and it was glorious. Trey's seen, okay, so there was something on ledge. Again, I missed it because I wasn't paying that much attention.
Oh, it was
Trey has
smoky.
Okay, Trey has bow and bombs. This is the very easy setup here.
No, those arrows are off cadence.
Okay, that looks good. 2 bombs, quick drop into the water. Got it, nice. Vinter finds just a full heart in the attic of Thieves Town.
Pod. Guessing pod, is it pod? Nope, GT.
No, GT, okay, well. Not that exciting. Again, you you only really need 1 technically, so you can get a second key off the mini hull, but 2 is nice.
And Trey now also heading into Thieves Town. Hooray, more maps.
Yeah, we do like maps. Eventually we'll have all our dungeon info and they'll know which dungeons they do not need to complete. Right now we're actually, at least on Vinter's knowledge, he's only missing 1 crystal. Has 1 pendant and 4 unknown dungeons, so missing 2 crystals. We're going to be on our way up to fight the blind here momentarily. Yeah, Chas asking about who's in the lead. It is tough to call with case sanity because you can say objectively Vinter does have a lead based on just having crystals, and I mean based on kind of the items, having boots does give him an advantage. As long as Trey doesn't, he'll be gaining time. But keys can do wild things like putting a required big key in an awful spot, and it basically turns into an ice rod hunt of who finds it first. So it's going to be hard to call until much later in the race. At least I'm making a hard call of who's definitely in a lead. Line just has a map to Ice Palace. Well, we don't have that one yet, so that's nice.
Yeah, decent information.
That was a very textbook blind script fight from Vinter, showing off that as long as you have 1 sword and know how the fight works, you do not have to take any damage whatsoever.
Yeah, you can usually get away with getting hit by 1 shot, but that was a
pendant pod. Crystals at Mire and Ice, and we know the red at Swamp, so that narrows it down, actually.
Yeah, so Skullwoods is our other pendant?
Yep, that is Pendant Skull, so that is all our information on Vinter's side. He's going to get his lamp because, yeah, why not? You're in the area, may as well. It's nice to have.
It just makes doing those dark rooms a lot easier. Just like takes the guesswork out of it.
Yeah, it's probably worth the time, honestly, if it saves you like a significant amount of time in like Dark Mire or whatever. So yeah. And Vinter is probably on his way down to. Thinking about it, I think do you have swamp access now? You've got no hookshot yet. You have half of swamp access. You don't want to do that yet. He's thinking
you don't want to, but
we did get an ice small in the Thieves' Stone chest. Another one of those keys is kind of like you like to have a bonus ice small, but you don't really need it. You know how to route the dungeon intelligently.
Yeah, I personally like seeing 2 because then that's actually some good game knowledge. Because if you have both the Ice Palace Smalls and a Key Sanity Seed, it actually means that I believe Cold Stare is hookshot locked. So is Cold Stare? No, it's the other right side is hookshot locked. Because you can spend your keys in such a way having 2 going in that it would lock you out of right side. And that is very specific to Key Sanity.
Trey getting a little bit off script in his blind fight, but still manages to do it without taking any damage. So we are good to go. Gets his map and his crystal. Vinter spots that 10 arrows in checkerboard. Not interested in that. And he's going to head in the desert now.
Hop, skip, and jump into desert. I'm going to get that mushroom, and not really much else was in there, right?
Yeah, we got a Ether Medallion, Eastern Big, and the mushroom. That's all that's over here, really. Yeah. Trey's done a map check there, get some more information on his dungeon knowledge. Still missing a bit compared to Vinter.
Yeah, he can't deduce out that Skullwoods is going to be a pendant until he clears it here in a moment, which is what it looks like he's doing. Which, if it's something good, could play a little bit more to his favor.
Yeah, let's see. What could he want? I mean, I think at this point, yeah, hookshot would be the big item, or like an essential big key or something at this point. Swamp Small would be nice. I don't have that one yet.
I was going to say, what essential big keys are we missing at this point? Just Desert,
Mire, Desert, and yeah, I guess that's it. Mire, Desert, no, Pause of Pennant. Yeah, I guess the Mire and Desert actually is sort of what we need to do. And Swamp Small, of course, we're gonna need that key. So I think all told, in terms of mechanical go mode, we are -4 right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Trey's gonna now drop into Moth.
And we're gonna see Misery Mire here out of Vinter's side. Pretty good choice. Clearable crystal. He does have the big key. Actually, has all small keys too.
Moth is just a heart piece. Nothing useful there. Yeah, I like this play from Vinter. You have all the keys. You have everything needed to full clear this dungeon. You know it's an objective. There's no reason not to do it. One Popo goes really south there and messes up the Mire 2 run. You know, there's always one Popo in Mire 2 that just likes to throw everything off.
Oh yeah, and if it's not the Popos, it's just the Wizrobes are just strangely timed for whatever reason.
Trey is now interested in Ice Palace. He knows it's a crystal dungeon, so he is going to be basically leaving one check behind in the Ice Big Chest. Which usually in most cases you're fine with that. You get 7 out of 8 and clear the dungeon for a crystal and move on.
Yeah, it doesn't burn you most of the time.
Most of the time. Okay, no hook shot in first chest ice this time, Trey. Sorry. Oh, there's
Okay,
swamp
there's that
small.
swamp palace small.
Yeah, that's a required small key there. All right, one less item for go mode there on Vinter's side. I will, of course, do Icebreaker, because why wouldn't you? Not having the big key means you will be required to do the switch route. Smooth Icebreaker, very nice. Big 20 in the chest.
And over in the cutscene for Vinter, we will be getting some bombs.
Some bombs. Bugnet
Hey,
for
nice
Trey
Bugnet.
in the map chest of ice. Another big 20. Still waiting to see if ice is going to cough up anything valuable for us here.
So far, it looks like not.
Another heart piece. Vinter's going to get a big 20 out of the map chest of Mire. Spike chest has a map of Skull. A bit late for that. Vinter already has all his info.
Really kind of empty on these dungeons now.
Yeah, both of these two just checking 8-check dungeons and finding not a whole lot for them. I mean, they'll get their crystals, of course. You want those, but you know, we'd like some stuff too. Even if not like required items, you'd still like to see like an armor upgrade at some point would be cool.
Yeah, the Vinter did technically unlock words. Swamp Palace, at least the first 5 checks in there.
Yeah, the front swamp. Not an appetizing proposition, but you never know.
But I mean, given these runners in the way that the game's been rolling seeds lately, like...
Yeah, right.
Because I believe just yesterday we had a Vanilla Swamp Small.
Yep, that was yesterday. Game 2 between these two had a Vanilla Swamp Small, and Trey checked that significantly earlier than Vinter, and I think that was pretty much the play of the game.
Yeah, so always expect the silliness out of these seeds. Like, anything really can happen.
Yeah. Trey's getting stocked up on magic. Will have enough to initiate the fight with Cold Stare.
Chat pointing out that not having the mirror is definitely hurting Trey in this seed, and I'm just trying to think like what Trey has left that's going to eventually just push him to go check that.
Yeah, he really needs to get that mirror, and then by process get to boots in particular, boots and flipper on Laser Bridge. It's longer he's without those, it just hurts. I mean, again, and even without boots, like mirror and inverted, or in general, but mirror and invert in particular, just like it's so good to have. It really lets you route so much more efficiently. Vinter opting for burn a dash strats on Vitreous. Ah, Trey got a shield. Couldn't dodge all 3.
Not today.
Simultaneous crystal grabs here. There's a cape on Vitreous. Well, that's nice to have. I don't think we've actually seen what's on Bumper, so there could be something there.
Trey checked it. I think at best it was a small key.
Okay.
I just remember not taking much note of it because it was like one of those. It's not a major item, but like I sort of remember it.
Yeah, chatting about the shovel. The shovel itself was in Chest Game Village of Outcasts, which leads to the mirror at the flute spot. You have to dig that up.
I think this is Trey going and checking the flute spot here in a little bit. NK45.
Yeah, Trey's had that shovel for a long time, and he's going to have to dig it up eventually.
And also remembering that he didn't check back here, nor I think the back of Blind's hut.
Yeah, he did 4 here on his way through CAC, looking for logic. Yeah, they both looked at K45. You were able to look at it on your way through, but not touch. But yeah, they saw nothing important there, I think. And since we are doing a little bit of retracing here, Vinter's working on ice, which Trey just cleared, and Trey's doing Kakariko things. You already seen all this info. I'll put their links in chat. If you like what you've seen from these two runners, be sure to give them a follow. They definitely deserve the attention. Being in top 8 of Challenge Cup, one of them is going to be advancing after this game to the top 4, the quarter or semifinals of this tournament. Yeah, definitely give them a follow. Trey's got his TR big out of Chicken Hut there. I mean, that with assuming he gets a mirror also, that should push him up to TR to do things.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm hoping it does. But by all that too, I don't think Trey really has much left.
Yeah, he's running low on options. Trey, no.
No.
What are you doing? Is he going right up to TR without?
I think he's going right up to TR.
Oh, Trey, no, you can't do this. Wait, he's fluting. He's going to 5. He's going to Eastern. Yeah. I mean, there could be a needed item in Eastern, but like still.
Yeah, Eastern Saha. I don't think Vinter's checked Saha yet. I don't think.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything of the Eastern area yet.
But Trey's going to go straight back to Eastern first because you kill Armos and then you take your dip into Saha.
Yep, there's a green pendant here, so there's a total of 10 items, and this is the efficient way to do it.
And I mean, if Trey finds Hookshot in this path, like, that's pretty good for him, but Vinter's already running out of enough checks that he'll be here eventually. And those boots have just been giving Vinter more and more time.
First check is just some bombs and the cannonball chest. Yeah, we're hoping for Trey's sake that there's at least something here. Just like, I don't know, a required big key, basically. Like one of the ones we're missing. Just so he gets something out of the trip.
Yeah, or just something that makes him go and check the loot spot.
I mean, it's isolated at this point. There's really nothing that can push him there, honestly. It's not like he's going to get Mirror, which is going to entice him back to maybe do Smith Chain things. It's not like he's going to get Boots, which is going to potentially push him back to get Lamp off of a library if he wants it. He has to decide to go dig up the Mirror, basically.
Yeah, I'm feeling like he doesn't do that until after he turns in Purple Chest, unfortunately.
Vinter having a decent cold stare fight. Nothing didn't really get out of hand. Gets his obligatory shield and his next crystal. Making him in a lead of, what, 5-2 looks like? Yeah. I wonder if... What's Vinter going to get to next here? I wonder if... I mean, he might be cleaning up Flipper's checks here. I wonder if we see maybe a front check swamp soon.
I mean, like I was saying, he doesn't really have a lot left.
Yeah.
I mean, we picked up some pod smalls, but not enough to put things properly in logic.
Oh, is he gambling? Oh, he's gambling Eastern Big Key Chest as well. Okay, then. Well, he definitely feels like he's behind then. Which, I mean, if it's Trey, he always feels like he's behind by his own admission. So he's gambling at this point, which I guess I don't blame him if he feels that way.
Yeah, I just don't know about the skip of the vanilla Big Key Chest in Eastern.
Yeah, I mean, you're hard leaving that. That's gone forever until you hard last location it. Like, yeah. Looks like Vinter is also interested in checking Eastern. We will continue to be paying attention to Trey for getting new check information for a bit. Saw's got a nice red potion for us. And a small key to TR. Well, I mean, that's 3. Trey can go to Laser Bridge with 3 TR smalls.
And the fourth one is in fact in Turtle Rock, so by all accounts,
right.
he can full clear it from the front.
It is. He can actually
Well,
clear
if we
TR.
get Quake.
Well, yeah, Quake Medallion, that's right.
Trey, I think, is going in front of Escape and Uncle now.
Yeah, it looks that way. Now, we haven't seen Quake, chat talking about it. We haven't seen Quake on either runner's side, but Vinter does not really need Quake. Having Mirror and being an inverted, that medallion is effectively not needed. He's actually already checked the TR top. He killed Trinex and killing Trinex kicks out of the top of TR, and in inverted that the front door will just open. So he's already done with TR. Oh, we did get a blue mail in the left side chest of Eastern. That's nice. I missed that. See if Vinter actually goes and checks Big Key Chest. Yeah.
I was gonna say, with the few items we have been getting, I think you kind of have to.
Yeah. We've had that castle small for a long time now. Finally, time to actually see if it logically leads to anything. Oh, pod small and Eastern Big Key Chest. Okay, nothing huge there. Considering it's pendant pod, we were really not too concerned about needing all 6 keys for the dungeon. Alright, Trey.
Trey, you're going to be here for a little while.
Yeah, be nice if you had a mirror, yeah.
Actually, doesn't Trey have a fairy?
I don't think so. I think those fairies were from the refill and waterfall.
Oh, you're right. It was
Yeah, Vinter had 2 fairies by way of refilling a waterfall. Yeah. So pod small in the chest, not particularly worth it. We'll have to see if Dark Cross has anything for him. This isn't logic with Fire Rod. Speaking of pod smalls, Vinter is now going to go ahead and mirror into pod and see what else might be here. Just a heart piece. That's it for Castle. Trey's extremely thin on options at this point. I wonder what he has left besides the dig spot. I don't think it might be just like Smith Chain dig spot, and I don't know at this point. It can't be much.
no, not too much. Also, that was a pod small on Vinter's side.
Pod smalls in pod, as tradition. This dungeon does have 6 keys, so it's just like it's very likely it happens often enough that you just get 1 pod small in pod. Sometimes even 2 if you're lucky. A little bit of pixel math here, trying to get the exact lineup for hammer jump. 1 more up will do it. I need 2 up. 2 up still. 1 down. 2 down. 3 up. Oh my god. You'll get it eventually. There, that looks good. Hold it. Yeah, hookshot will be the big item, of course, that one of these 2 needs to find. There's... Oh, skull big. Okay, whatever. Well... Maybe that's a fetch quest that leads to a required item. We'll see. Yeah, Vinter's done with Eastern and Pod. Now going to head into Claw's Closet, get his stuff here. He'll get a TR small, and that's about it. And a bottle, that's true. Free red potion. Trey's fluting back to 3. I bet this has got to be purple chest now. So he can grab this, flute to 4, get in the light world portal, or drop that off. Hopefully, go up to the shovel check afterwards.
That'll be the hope.
Oh, I guess he can go to 6 here. Is that
Slightly faster? Slightly.
Is that faster?
It certainly feels like it. I think it's less transition, so it's a little faster.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit.
Yeah, Trey pulling out the shovel.
Yeah, okay. He's on that shovel. He's basically last locationing his mirror. Yep, just a little recap of chat's asking about. This is indeed inverted keys with a starting flute. So all the keys are shuffled. The world is inverted, which has several terrain changes as well as mechanical changes of, you mirror from the light to the dark world, and your portals go from dark to light. And the starting flute gives some interesting options in the early game of having some more check speed in Sphere 1. And here's Trey's mirror. Now he can go to TR.
And thinking about it, there is one location that's been fairly unchecked. Probably forgotten to the wind at this point by maybe Vinter, I don't know. And that's King's Tomb.
King's Tomb. I don't think Vinter's been to King's Tomb yet. I was thinking about that too. Yeah, King's Tomb and Inverted is the one location that he's no matter what locked by mitts. Anything else you can get around with some combination of items.
So it's like just with the way that we sort of had mitts mode and to get into Light World, boots were available early-ish. Like, I'd maybe be starting to worry about it a little.
Yeah, with the two gloves being as early as they were and boots relatively accessible, there could be something. But yeah, he hasn't been to the north part of Light World yet to do those checks, so he could see just a run through Castle to get to the back and take that route that way. We'll see. He opts for that.
Wait, has he not? Did he get the sword off Graveyard Ledge?
No. Oh wait, he has tempered. Unless he found that sword in somewhere where we missed it. Yeah, he's already been there, which means maybe he didn't do King's Tomb there. I guess we'll see. I don't remember him finding another sword anywhere, so yeah. He is running through. Yeah, okay, so I guess he did come across a... Oh, Meyer had a sword. Okay. All right, we missed that one. Thank you, chat. So yeah, he has not been to Graveledge, so he'll be in that area. He'll get his fourth sword, and we'll get a peek at King's Tomb, assumedly. And yeah, we are looking for... Yeah, Hookshot and Desert Big Key are two items that we are looking for to actually enter Go mode. Trey will have a significantly better Trinex fight than Vinter had here, having Tempered Sword.
Yeah, Tempered over Fighter. A little bit of a difference.
Yeah. Vinter did do a decent job with his hammer fight, so it was not too much of a difference overall. I am still thinking front of Swamp at this point. Hookless Swamp is starting to seem like it's the thing to do, unless it's like here in King's Tomb. Did either of these two look at Lumberjack yet?
Trey, I believe, looked at Lumberjack, and I think it was just bombs.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Yep, Vinter's got his fourth sword there from Graveledge. We'll see him hop to the right, lift the rock. Bonk the tombstones we'd like to do from the side. And is there anything cool here? Nope, big 20.
Yeah, big 20.
Trey will be cleaning up the top of TR here, having done the same route. Go to Laser Bridge, fight the boss, and then you can clear the rest.
And I imagine jump into Hera after this.
This mushroom, I believe, also hasn't been checked yet from Trey. Pretty sure this is Vinter, our first look at it on Vinter's side. Just a bomb pack, okay.
Potion shopping? Yeah.
Trey being conscious of the fact he doesn't have a hook shot, has to take the long way through the roller torch room. Jazz asking about Ped again. We have not yet seen a Ped check. It is entirely possible that our Desert Big is on Ped. Also possible that our hookshot is there.
Yeah, that would also require 3 more pod smalls and a pod big logically.
It is unlikely that something is on Ped yet, considering those pod keys in particular, but possible. We're not quite there yet. Honestly, at this point, I don't think so, considering how it usually works out in these inverted key seeds. If pod's a pendant, there are usually a couple pod smalls in GT, and you just don't have that dungeon be logically clearable. Before GT, that is, so it's just utterly irrelevant. But Vinter is actually going to go ahead and give us a look, it looks like. So hold on to your butts for just a few seconds. We'll get that info. You are looking to have. No apologies needed, chat. We know you want the information. It is a heart piece. It's dead.
Most of the time it's dead before you even get there.
Yeah, usually. And now, Psychonaut, despite that, is going to go ahead and we're still getting thin on checks. He's going to go, or not Psychonaut. I'm sorry, I just saw Psychonaut's name in chat. Shout outs to our restream organizer today, Psychonaut, for putting this all on for us on ZSR. Shout out, and Vinter is the one who's getting into the back of Skull to go ahead and fight the moth and get his heart piece, while Trey is climbing Hera. If I see a name as I'm thinking something else and it completely overrides what I was thinking in my brain, you know.
Trey, please.
Very clean, fast moth from Vinter's side. See, Trey did it nice. Like, I think yesterday he bumped it and like corrected just in time and actually made it look cool, but this time he just fell in anyway.
Sometimes you just do.
Yeah, nice, easy mold arm. One slash and one spin will do it. $50. Oh, Vinter actually has yet to even check these woods checks. Yeah, he's gonna get his small key to his skull here.
After finishing Skull. A lot more overworld than Vinter did. So
yeah. And we've got, oh yeah, Skull Big. Last check here. Interesting bomb jump setup there.
Yeah. I saw him lining up there. I was like, what are you doing?
He's doing a powder dash to get on the edge. I don't think I've seen that before.
I don't know, but I like it. It's cool. I like stupid little silly things like that. Oh, is Trey doing it?
This is a hookless swamp play. Yeah, he's missing his swamp small from Meyer, so yeah. This is literally one check for him. If Hookshot is here, I mean, it doesn't help him that much, honestly.
No, but boy's gonna feel bad when he goes to Meyer right after this and picks up that swamp small.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if that's gonna turn him right back around.
Small cam bumper there. Vinter is pretty sure he doesn't need any more small keys, so he's going to skip that. Yeah. Trey gets a compass for first check swamp, so it's not there. Gotta go to Meyer.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what Vinter even has left at this point, aside from just actually going into swamp and breaking down and doing it.
He might have, I think he cleaned pod. There might be like one chest left in pod, maybe like a spend another key on, but like I think he's practically down to just hookless swamp. Maybe a bonk shot chest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it looks like we're going bonk shot right now, or
second chest AT. I don't know if you've seen Aga Tower Dark Maze check yet.
Yeah, he did not. Trey did though.
Yeah, we know it's a big 20 or a heart piece. I forget exactly which, but it's not consequential.
A big heart piece? I mean, I wouldn't mind a big heart piece. Trey, please.
Just hit the wizards. If it's bonk shot again, I am going to make such a noise.
What kind of noise is it going to be?
Okay, you're not going to find out because it's a castle map.
Dang. This looks like Spike Cave now from Vinter, I think.
Yeah, Trey did Spike Cave super early, but Vinter has not. This could also be just remembering second check AT, yeah. Interesting
Yeah,
that he
maybe
went-
like after this.
There's Trey's Swamp Small. Yeah, as chat's or trackers point out in chat, that small key there is not necessary. It's like an ice or a pod or a GT small. Nothing we really need at this point. We have our essential small keys, like in particular the swamp small. The flippers were on Laser Bridge right beside the boots, and the mirror was in the flute dig spot.
Yeah, so at the very least, the run is kind of evening up now. Though I think just because of having the boots for longer, Vinter is a little bit in front.
Yeah, Vinter having, I mean, yeah, mirror and boots in particular for so much longer than Trey is what put him in a substantial lead. I mean, Trey's catching up. I mean, the longer it turns into where is the desert big and the hook shot.
Or hook shot.
Yeah. But honestly, I think at this point it's down to front of swamp, and Vinter is now headed there
Yep.
next.
I think that's all that's left really for Vinter, so...
I mean, Trey might just go straight back there after Meyer because he's going to have his swamp small now, and he can say, well, maybe it's just front of swamp. But yeah.
I might imagine so, because I think all Trey really has is going back to pod, which you don't have more keys really than the last time you were there. Bonk shot and Game Tomb, really.
It's not Hera basement either. Trey cleaned that earlier because he was there early without the big key, so he checked it. I remember him death warping out of Hera basement, I think, actually. One more check for Trey on the bridge here, and then he'll be heading down to fight Vitreous. Ah, there's that sword on the bridge. Okay.
Back in my head there, I was just like, well, why didn't Trey just go to the back and just hook shot? Oh, right.
Yeah, right.
You always have those moments when you're on commentary. It's just like, well, why aren't you doing the thing with the item that you don't have? Alright, so where's hook shot here in Swamp? Are we going all the way to left side, or...?
That would be ideal. There's a castle tower key. Neat. A bit late for that. Trey has not picked up his lamp on library, so doing Mire in the dark, but no doubt he's okay with this. The hardest part is done. I feel like that room is the hardest part of Dark Mire.
That and the first switch room is a little bit difficult. Just because you're prone to take so much damage in it, especially if you get caught weird.
Yeah.
The odd numbered rooms. So let's see here. I would fully expect to see hookshot here in Swamp, and then probably Desert. Yep, there's hookshot.
Yep, there it is.
Desert big in Pyramid Fairy, of all things, is what I'm sort of feeling right now. Granted, there's not much left, really. There's Left Side Swamp, Pyramid Fairy, and Hookshot Cave, but...
Vinter is going straight to the back here, going immediately skipping, said I got the hook shot, I'm going to grab the key and skip left side. That is a decision you're allowed to make. I don't think I like that decision in this case, but you can certainly make it. He's got Vitreous down, got his cape and his crystal.
Alright, Trey, you gonna make the trek back to Swamp, or going somewhere else?
Yep, he's got it back to 7, and he left his portal there, so it works out perfectly.
All right, so not too far behind Vinter, all considering.
Yeah.
I mean, this could come down to just simply Trey checking left side and Desert Small being there, or whoever decides to go to Hookshot Cave and just basically whoever finds the Desert Big first.
Yeah, at this point, there's the decision of like if Desert Big is like left side, then Trey gets it, and he Trey checks it and then he gets it. Or if it's just Hookshot Cave and Vinter bails out, we'll see. Well, there's Ice Big, or it's in the Ice Big chest. Ugh.
But who wants to think that?
And Vinter is gonna
Pyramid Fairy, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Leaving the left side swamp, so 2 checks.
This could be the race right here. I mean, like so we were talking about earlier, like who's in the lead? I mean, objectively, Vinter's had a lead for most of the seed, but Keys is stupid. It sometimes puts something in a dumb place, and if one runner skips it and the other one gets it, like that can just be the race right there.
Yeah, it's just though sometimes you feel that like hard read, like I was saying, like it really feels like Desert Big is going to be on this Pyramid Fairy here, just because the way that it's sort of lined up Hookshot to be super late like that.
Yeah.
You kind of almost feel like it has to be Pyramid Fairy because it's such a weird check.
Mm-hmm. Moment of truth. Is it here? Trey cut his Hookshot. And Vinter's give us big 20 and a big 50. It's not here. I bet he goes straight to Hookshot Cave now. Trey, go left. Please go left. Please go left. We need this. We need it. Dang it, Trey.
Nope. Gonna make us wrong at every turn.
I think, unless Trey re-enters. If he re-enters, I think there's still a solid chance for our potential race flipping here if it's left side swamp. Otherwise, he's going to follow Vinter up the Hookshot Cave and be still behind.
I mean, I don't hate the decision to skip left side swamp, at least on this immediate trip right here, having found Hookshot here. So it's now I just need Desert Big. If it's on the way, then I'm saving time. Otherwise, I'm wasting time going left side.
Yeah. I don't know. I still feel like you're just so thin. I mean, I think in this case, I'm at most supportive of going straight to the back, killing Argus, and then if you don't get it, you re-enter. But, yeah. Swamp Big. Oh my god. Okay, so where does Vinter go next? Is it back to Swamp?
I think he goes back to Swamp because that's 3 checks now instead of the 1 in Ice Palace.
Yeah, he's going to 4. Yeah, this is back to Swamp. I hate it.
And that's really goofy logic if the seed wants you to get your Hookshot out of Swamp, to go to Hookshot Cave, to come back to Swamp to get your Desert Big.
Yeah, Vinter coming back into Swamp is, if it's here, then that is going to be him being in a solid lead. Because if it's not in the big chest, he goes left at this point, yeah. Like, I assume you go left at this point.
But if Trey goes back in and it's just left side, not the big chest, we're looking kind of even.
Yeah, so does Trey re-enter? That is the question. Or does he go crazy and go straight for ice?
I mean, Trey loves to prove us wrong. Who knows?
He did do first check ice for Hookshot, the previous one. Does he go back in? Oh, nope, he's not doing it. Okay.
Where are you going, Trey?
He's also doing Pyramid Fairy.
Pyramid Fairy, yeah. I mean, it's the reasonable play. It makes sense.
I just hate it because I want this to be very close.
I know, it's like you want this to be like the neck and neck, like both on Ganon at the same time. Like, who's going to actually pull it off?
Big Key Desert in. Yep, it's in Swamp Big. All right. Oh, there you go.
It is gross logic.
At 1 hour, 42 minutes and change, that is Vinter actually in go mode. And my hopes and dreams have been shattered. Yeah,
mine were shattered a long time ago.
Yeah, that is provided nothing very bad happens to Vinter, that is pretty much the race at this point. Because Trey will have to make these same steps, and yeah. There are no more decisions to be made on Vinter's side. It is purely execution. Go kill the landmos, and then get your way onto the castle wall for the GT climb, which is just climb. There's nothing to do in the basement. We have 2 small keys in the big. We go straight up, and then the fight with Ganon himself.
Yeah, still treacherous, still prone to things that could be unfortunate, but at this point, it's basically on Vinter's execution. Trey, what else are you checking up here?
Now, what does he have left up here? I cannot think of what he has remaining up here.
Did he leave, like, Mimic Cave Crystal Roller?
Oh, he's going to TR Big. Okay. I think he skipped on TR Big and Crystal Roller and Lava, looks like.
And Chain Chomp, yeah.
And he just didn't do the middle checks. Okay. Interesting routing, but alright. Trey's routing is always interesting, let's be honest.
I was gonna say, it was like, we've seen Stranger out of him, I'm pretty sure, but...
Alright, and Vinter, by the way, has 7 crystals. It is time to put some numbers in chat. If you think you want to take a guess at what the big key location is going to be, here on ZSR we run a little bet thing. So once that bot message pops up in the chat, yeah,
because we might already have that GT big key.
No, you're right with the big key. I mean, put in numbers anyway. I don't know. I'm tired, sleepy.
Try to guess what number they actually picked it up on. You have 1 through 216.
Yeah, where was the big key? Test your memory. Pop quiz chat. I saw a number in chat. My brain was just like, "Oh, it's time."
Number time. Yeah, let's go. I'm sure someone could figure it out. Go back, look at Durok or at Vinter. I don't know why I said Durok. Like my name is just throwing out. My mouth is going a mile a minute, and I can't keep control of it.
I will tell you.
Anyway, we're on commentary.
The GTBK was inside Spec Rock, if that gives you any hints as to what number it was.
Anyway, I'm sure someone could go back, look at Vinter's VOD, and find out exactly what number that big key was at.
I'll guess like 51.
Okay, holy smoke! Now you're getting into semantics. Like we don't appreciate that kind of like specifics here, like correcting me to 1 through 1 to 11. Like, yeah, just because the big key locks 5 checks, like that. Little details.
This is why you have me on commentary, right? So I can say dumb stuff and goof on myself.
Same thing, just so that I can spit words all over myself and just like, what did you even say? What were those words?
So Vinter, of course, having all the keys he needs to climb, we go straight to the climb. We will very likely see 0 checks on this GT climb unless he's hoping for silvers.
I mean, it's hard to not check those couple at the top, because if it is silver, it's like
at least
save
the
the time.
fast two. Yeah.
At worst, you lose maybe like 4 seconds checking those checks.
Yeah.
When
Some
silvers
runners
are going
won't.
to save you about 30 to 40 seconds on Ganon pending.
Yeah, depending on how good your silverless is. Yeah. And there's Trey's Desert Big. He is also now in go mode. See him get out of here and go straight to fight the Lambos. Meanwhile, Vinter is fighting the Lambo too. Pretty much just laying in him with gold sword slashes. The same damage as silver arrows. No, not the same damage as silver. Same damage as fire rod. That's what I meant to say. Fire rod, ice rod. Ooh, some nice drops from the Wizards. You might want to grab those. Yeah. Get that full magic. That's a good refill. Ooh, get some bad bridge RNG, Jeez. Got hit by the laser a couple times.
Yeah, Mentor's just bullying him.
That's about the worst RNG you can have on that bridge, is popped off specifically underneath the laser. Get through bridge 2? Okay, gets through bridge 2 at least. Get this lamp out for torches 1. I think you need a lamp there. I think with the refill you have enough to get through both of them without needing the big magic, but what do I know? Maybe it was like 7 3/4 of a bar overall. Sometimes it's hard to tell with that magic meter.
Nope, not even checking.
Well, and I think if you check a lot of people will just do like the 2 checks, like not even mini helmet, but just get the pre-moldorm and post-moldorm chests. But he is content to grab nothing here. We're on our way. Maybe he gets the last one just for fun. For the memes, as the kids say.
Yeah, it's always nice to feel validated by checking that last chest.
He's doing it? Yeah,
yeah,
not even a vanilla big 20, just a heart piece. All right. $16 hearts blue will be pretty comfy for this Ganon fight. Gold sword. He's got, I think, at least 1 blue potion, maybe even 2. I know he's the free red and 1 blue at least. There's really no reason anything bad should happen on this Ganon fight. But how's the Aga 2 though today? What are these patterns looking like?
They're looking pretty silly, I think. A little all over the place. Not too bad, but
these are manageable. Oh, well, he could have had a double.
Not when
there.
he throws, not when he throws a blue ball like that.
Yeah, there's a double. Trey is done with his limo fight, gonna get into the GT climb. And here goes Vinter dropping into the Ganon fight.
Yep, 6 hits phase 1, 6 hits phase 2, 4 on phase 3, and then 12 spins to win.
Phase 1 and 2, fast as they can be. Let's see how many teleports Ganon gives us in phase 3.
All of them. Ganon's always a jerk.
Technically speaking, you could be here forever. You have to keep losing coin flips over and over again. Yeah, it seems like a pretty average number of teleports. Did you find the arrows in? Oh, they're in pod. Okay. Second bow is somewhere in pod. Yeah, we were never finding that.
Because of course it is.
We did come up with 5 pod keys on Vinter's side, so like I'm a little more than you expect for a pendant pod in keys. Especially
Yeah,
when
but never the big, so...
Yeah, never found the big key, and like, I don't think we really found much of value in pod. I guess we had like, let's see, what was over there? A skull big, pod small, and Burna, which none of them really led to anything, so yeah, that's not surprising. And a skull small, actually, so I guess the logical skull small for getting to Moth, but not that Moth had anything either.
Nor was Moth required.
Vinter's about halfway done, maybe a little more. I've been counting spins. He's doing a good job of silverless Ganon there. Getting some good triple setups. And that's it. Get your GGs in chat for Vinter coming in first place in this. Oh, don't you walk off there. That was... Jeez.
You're a little high.
Give me a little heart attack there.
If you're standing on that highest pixel, that bridge will not spawn.
Yeah.
I've seen many a problem of runners just accidentally walk off there and be like, what happened?
Yeah, and that is Vinter across the line in first place with an official race time at GG time of 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 42 seconds. And that is going to do it for this set here. We've got Vinter in the race room, and we'll get Trey here in the race room also in a moment, most likely. GG's to you, Vinter.
GG, thank you. Yeah, I almost fell off the edge there.
That was scary. I was like,
nervous.
Walk up on there, I was like, oh god, no, please be careful.
Oh man, that was real close. Just barely caught me there. Yeah. That was a not so fun seed, not so fun mode. Great combination.
Maybe you didn't like that hook shot?
No. And like my seeds are notorious for their hookshot placement. And yeah.
Seems so.
I mean, we've seen it a couple times in this set, but yeah, that's just some goofy having to go all the way up for a hookshot cave and back down to swamp. It's like, yeah, come on now.
Yeah, I figured I gotta skip left side now and just do the other checks real quickly.
Yeah.
And I was hoping Trey would do left side because it felt like at that point he probably had done the same things as I had.
Honestly, we were too. We were at that point where like we were looking for a little more kind of spice with some race divergence. Saying, okay, we'll Vinter skipped it. We're hoping Trey's getting there. He's honestly really not that far behind you at that point. And saying, all right, we hope Trey goes to left side and maybe he gets it over there. And this race is extremely close again. But no, it was just go up to hook shot and then back down for desert.
Yeah. I got really lucky there towards the desert big key, the chain. But again, like I felt super behind because I bonked so many times. I went into the light world before even grabbing the moon pearl, which was basically free. Bunny walking all the way to Kag.
Yeah, you both had very similar trips going to like Kakariko and looking around for pearl, doing extra checks in Kak that were out of logic, Super Bunny State and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, this was definitely an interesting one to watch. There were multiple moments where you two were in the same dungeon and you split apart and go elsewhere and you converged again, just like game 2, like similar route divergences, and then you converged again to the same dungeon at the same time. So it was neat to watch. Yeah, the big thing really was you getting mirror a lot earlier. Like that was kind of the big thing. You had boots for so much longer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, TR was so super stacked, that was insane.
Yeah, like the Meyer and Hera bigs, the boots and the flippers on Laser Bridge, the swamp big was there, but whatever. Oh, that was a hookshot cave, but yeah, like, TR had a ton going on.
Yeah, and I was thinking the whole time, like, if you were able to hover the hookshot cave at that point as well, like, this could have been a really quick seed.
Yeah, because then you have access to that really early with both the gloves. Yeah, a hover of Hookshot Cave just after getting boots would have been phenomenal, honestly. Because you do that, and that pushes you. You get to single dip swamp, and
Yep.
yeah, it's just really nice.
But yeah, last seed was also with the vanilla swamp small. That was a nasty swamp, and this time as well with the hook shot in swamp. So
Yeah. Yep, we were talking for a while before that, and like it's starting to look more and more like Hookless Swamp is once again going to be a play, and sure enough, it comes down to I don't think it had much left at that point. Was there anything else left like for you to check, or was that like effectively the last location?
Let me see my map tracker. Well, left side swamp.
I mean, just getting to the hook shot. Like, was Hookless Swamp the only play at that point?
No, I think. I mean, I had this small key on Zora Ledge that I had skipped, and Hera Basement. That was the two locations.
Yeah, that small on Zora Ledge was a GT small, and then there was nothing in Hera Basement. It was like a heart piece or something. Trey is expressing his being upset at Ganon in general here. Getting into phase 3.
Yeah, this was not a nice seed to play. I feel in there.
Yeah. This one opened up pretty fast and gave you a lot of options, and then required you to find some very specific things in specific spots. Like that mirror was just like, yeah, like I said, the real big key. And you have to, it's like the shovel spot is you've cleared enough around that by that point. It's kind of like you have to basically include that in your big CAC trip. But like you've already done part of Kakariko by a process of hunting for Pearl, so it's like it's hard to get to. Ooh, oh, Trey walked off there. Oh, and I think that's good. Yep, he's done at that point. Yeah, he's gonna call it good for there. Understandable, honestly. Hello, Trey. GG's.
GG. I'm free.
You don't have to play the game anymore.
Until next week when Cross Keys starts.
Yeah, that tournament's coming up soon. And then the Kazboots tournament starting next month, too. We got tournament season never really stopped, did it?
Nope.
Not at all.
So I walked off on Ganon there because I missed Torch Clutch and I don't have the lamp.
Oh, okay. And you don't have enough magic for it, do
No.
you? Okay. Okay.
I'm like,
fair
yeah,
enough.
I'm not. There was enough clowning in the rest of GT. I've done enough. Let's just kill it.
Yep, that's fair.
So, that was a thing. Have you ever last located every progression item in the world? Because that's what happened.
I've probably done that at least once or twice in races, but yeah, that's we were pushing really hard to we really just wanted to get the mirror, and it was tough. That was kind of like you might have thought that was like the big kind of difference, and yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, last locating mirror basically. I don't even know what's on Mushroom Turn-In, but there's something there, I guess.
Mushroom was a bomb pack, I think.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, the mirror being so important to leading to like boots and flippers and all that. Yeah,
mirror goes, oh, here's everything.
Because you were never getting into TR. We never found the Quake medallion, so you're never getting into TR without mirror. Yeah.
Oh well, that's also why I like inverted, because it does nonsense like this.
Yes, the inverted keys mode in particular has been it's been really interesting to watch. Some of these races have just had like goofy stuff going on and things that make you hate love key sanity, because it just does stupid stuff, like making you go back to swamp with the big key from Hookshot Cave.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. That's sort of why after I went back through TR, I just went back to swamp immediately.
Yeah.
It's like it's either here or it's in pod somewhere, and I don't have enough keys for pod. Yeah,
I mean, Vinter actually came up with 5 pod smalls, but still not like all 6 of them, and neither of you found the pod big.
I only have 3.
There's 1 in Eastern, 1 in pod, 1 on Bombos Tablet, 1 in Cackwell, and 1 in the front of Castle. They were scattered all over the place. Yeah, we don't know where the 6th one is. Probably in
memory. I
I don't have a memory. I take notes.
Dude, that was insane.
I I use CodeMan's browser tracker to put little markers all over the map to
Okay.
show where things are.
So you're cheating. Okay.
No, it's just a tool. I'm compensating for my terrible memory.
Yeah, I was thinking for the longest time that maybe hookshot is on pedestal. It's
yeah, I got to
a
that
boing,
point.
boing, boing.
God.
It would have been great to see.
Like I'm literally just missing those pod smalls, so I'm like, and we got all those keys so early. I'm like, something's got to be on ped at this point. Like, it's so easily available.
Yeah, because like you were given logical access to finish like your pendant bosses, except for Helma. We never found the pod big and not all 6 pod smalls. So yeah. They're probably just in the GT basement, you know.
Probably. I mean, that's also why I avoided pod. Like I went in early, broke right side, got everything that was 1 key lock, and then went, okay, I don't have to come back till I have 4, because nothing else is in logic yet, and it's, you know, maybe not important, and I still only have 3.
Yeah, you never got 4, so you're never incentivized to go back to pod. Yeah, you got like I think all you really got early was just the Burna, and then that was it.
Burna, so, which. See how good that was. That helped.
It was very useful.
Yeah, the spike cave that had nothing in it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about that spike cave. I'm still mad about that spike cave.
It was just so barely and not enough time. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's about all I got. Just like, yeah, it's been a real set. Like, GG's again to both of you for sticking out to this game 3. Yeah,
it was a lot of fun for it to be that close after I felt infinitely behind. That was
like all things considered, you two weren't really that far apart. It wasn't a phenomenal difference in time, and then. I mean, I think that's just keys things, because eventually you're going to get bottlenecked somewhere probably, and as long as you two are being relatively efficient still, like you're going to be kind of close in time. I think it's just having such a difference in boots time is really kind of. I think if you both had boots at similar times, this would have been a lot closer, because you two were still being pretty well efficient in getting to things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I had to walk everywhere.
Exactly.
The unfortunate thing is, I'm pretty sure that if I get mirror early and I'm able to go into TR, I think I get that hook shot super early, just because of how I know how I route.
Yeah.
Well, no, I still need to get into Mire to get the swamp. Small.
I mean, you still have to do that. Yeah, we were also saying, well, before you got in here, we were saying like if you could hover into Hookshot Cave, that would be phenomenal in this seed.
Yeah.
Because you get your swamp big earlier, and you can make a single dip swamp, and it'd be really good. So let's see, what are we looking at here? So Vinter, you get to go on and face Farflu in top 4. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I know him to be a very scary Super Metroid player, as well as SMZ3. Yeah, he's a very competitive player as well, and it's scary for sure. So it's not getting any easier for sure.
Definitely not. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad I made it that far. I never would have guessed I even make it past the second round, where I faced my league teammate actually, who's actually a lot better than me. But yeah, I mean, luck is part of Rando, and yeah, as you said, getting the boots early in this mode is especially mighty. So yeah, I guess today luck was just on my side.
Yeah, Rando is Rando. You sometimes see a little bit of luck to win a race. And yeah, like to echo that, like this challenge cup in particular has had like a lot of really strong talent in it. Like it's nothing's been easy past, like, I mean, even in groups we saw a lot of tough groups that were just like fighting for even just to get enough wins to advance. So, yeah, this has been a really good challenge cup to watch the whole way through. And on the other side, of course, we still have the other side of top 4. We have Dr. Diabetes and Krubble. We'll face off, and then we'll advance one of those two to the finals. And then, yeah, come I think next week I think we're halfway through this period because we got an extra week for GDQ. But yeah, after the next week, we'll start seeing what our finals looks like. Yeah, congrats to you again for getting the top 4. We'll be looking forward to see how you do against Farfaloo, and congrats also to Trey for even getting to top 8. Like I said, it's been a tough Challenge Cup. I'm happy to see you make it this far. It's been a fun to watch.
Yeah, I never thought I'd make it this far. So I'm content with where I landed, and I've played some really good people along the way.
Oh yeah, lots of good matches.
Two of them are here in voice right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's about all I have. Unless Meredith, you have any final questions for these two?
No, just usual closing stuff that we'll probably get here in just a second. And GG's to both our runners. It was a very fun race to watch, and just good luck to Vinter in the next round.
Yeah, get it. Win the game.
I'll try, but it is tough. Yeah, thank you for putting this together. Really enjoy watching render races myself, and I know it's a lot of work. So thank you for putting this together, commentating, tracking, and setting up the restream. Yeah, thank you for Trey for being such a good opponent. Like very nice opponents throughout. I have to say that as well. Like very nice people in the Challenge Cup, not just good people.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a pleasure to watch both your race, though.
I'm sorry for all of the cursed seeds I've put forth for everyone, but it makes for a good show.
Yeah, that's what the people want.
Yep.
So we shouldn't be getting inverted keys again, yeah?
Well, I'm not here anymore, so I don't care about. Yeah, if you don't want inverted keys anymore, that's fine. I'll take them. I'll take them with me out the door.
Oh dear. Well, regardless, GG's about to use a hell of a effort by both you. Vinter, as the other said, best of luck to you in the semi-finals. Trey, congratulations on getting as far as you did in the Challenge Cup. Yeah, chat, make sure you go and follow both of them. The links are all in the chat up above. Adlor and Mars, thank you both for comms. Really appreciate it. Very informative to listen along. And Daruk, thanks to you as well for the commentary. As mentioned, we had Vinter going up against Farfaloo and Dr. Diabetes going up against Kreibel in the semi-finals. We don't have dates for those yet, but as soon as we do, we'll get them on the schedule, so look forward to that. If you're looking for other action on Zelda Speedruns, on Tuesday night at about 10 o'clock Eastern, we have the Zelda 2 Randomizer weekly race, and then next Saturday we'll be back with all our weekly races, including the Majora's Mask Randomizer Standard weekly race, the Skyward Sword Randomizer weekly race, and of course the 2 Ocarina of Time Randomizer weekly races. They'll all be up on the schedule in the next couple of days, and if you're new here and you like what you saw, be sure to drop us a follow. We would really appreciate it, and it helps you keep up to date to when we go live. For the moment though, we're going to send you all over to Gunzor, who's doing some cross keys action at the moment, so be sure to go over and show them some love. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Psychonaut, and have a fantastic rest of your time zone. Bye bye now.